Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Let me tell you a story that might explain why certain things are the way they are in the world today. This is the story about the truth and the lie. So there were two twin brothers who lived in a small village that had a beautiful little brook running through the middle of it. These brothers were twins. One's name was the truth and the other one's name was the lie. One day the brothers went down to the river to go and have a swim and swing on the trees, the vines that hung from the trees. So they took off their clothes, put them by the side of the river, and put a rock on top of their clothes. Now, bear in mind that they were twins, so they used to dress alike in exactly the same outfits. They swam and frolicked and played and dunked each other under the water and splashed each other and were screaming and shouting and just generally being good old boys and having a fine time. So the truth was bigger and more muscular than his brother and far more adventurous. So he decided to swim to the other side of the river where they had never been before. And this was quite a distance away. The lie decided not to follow him. And his brother tried to convince him to come along with him. Come on, bro. Let's go. You're always such a coward. Come along. Let's have fun. Let's go where we've never been before. And because the lie was smaller, more cowardly, not as strongly built as his brother, he refused. He said, no, you go ahead, bruh. I'm going to go home. I'm tired of swimming now anyway. We've had a good time. I'm going to go and sit by the bank of the river. I'll catch you at home. So he went and sat by the banks of the river while the truth went ahead and swam down to the other side of the river and was exploring and diving deep and looking for clams. So the lie got tired and decided to put on his clothes and go home because, like I told you, he was a coward. The lie moved the rock where the clothes were stored and put on his brother's clothes on purpose because he noticed that his clothes had far more dust from the bottom of the rock on them. And he thought, my brother can wear those. After all, he's big and bold and brave. So if he walks through the street with dirty clothes, no one's going to look at him funny or talk to him and tell him that he's dirty. And everyone loves him anyway, and everyone hates me. So I'll just wear my brother's clothes. We're almost the same size, even though he's bigger than me and more muscular than I am. So the lie put on the truth's clothes, got dressed, put on his pants, the shoes, the socks, the shirt, the hat, and walked merrily down the road back to the village. As he was walking towards the village, he passed a few groups of people, and because he was wearing his brother's clothes, everyone believed that he was the truth. So they greeted him, "Hi, Truth, how you doing? Are you on your way home?" And he just waved, smiling and waving, acting like he was his brother. Meanwhile, inside, he knew that he was the lie. And he walked around merrily along the road all the way down to his village. Everyone who passed him by believed that he was the truth simply because of the way he was dressed. And that is the end of the story. What is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that very often the lie is clothed in the clothing of the truth. And that is why we mistake the lie for the truth. And if you look around the world today, you'll notice that this is in fact very, very true. Just check out what's happening around you everywhere. Lies, 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 lies. Politicians lie. Pastors and priests lie. Heads of religious organizations lie. The media lies. Who do you really believe in this world that we live in? So that is the lie disguised as the truth. Reason being that they put a little element of the truth, being the clothing aspect, right, on top of what they really are, which is the lie, to cover up and to make themselves seem clean and attractive to you. And you get suckered by that and believe that the truth, or rather the lie, is actually the truth. So that's how we get it twisted, y'all. That is how we get it twisted. A lot of lies out there covered up as the truth. And we need to learn how to see through those clothes that don't belong to him and recognize the lie for who he is and what he is, running around reaping destruction. The lie. All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed the story. Be good or be good at it. Bye for now.